What's up, everybody? We are back. John Delarose here, delarose.com. That's DELARROZ.com. Sign up for my newsletter and get a free graphic novel from me, which you'll really like. If you like sort of romancy stuff, you've got my Flying Sparks on there for free, which is a superhero romance story. And this is Love Me, Love Me Not, a romance manga. It is a slice of life sort of story, and this is the 6th volume. It just came out recently. Volumes 1 through 5 deal with basically two girls who are kind of opposites, and then they, start to discover boys together, and one falls in love with the other's brother, but that brother really isn't a brother. He's an adopted, sort of deal, and so he's actually in love with his quote sister, and it's a very it's one of those like ones where everything always goes wrong in the relationships and just keeps going wrong and wrong and wrong. Now, as the volumes have gone ahead, the two characters stop being so different, I guess. At the very beginning, it was very pronounced, and now they're kind of just trapped in their relationships and the little sort of triangles that are involved there. And neither of them have really like solved their relationships. It's kind of dragging out at this point. But here's the art. You can see a little bit of it on the inside. It's mostly pretty wholesome and clean. At the beginning, there's a scene where they look like they are doing the deed, but it's just a misunderstanding. So that's going on, and they kind of get caught in that, and of course, people think they're older than they actually are, but these are the high school girls, and this is kind of her main deal. At the beginning of this series, she was really in love with this like prince from a book that she read when she was a child, and she likes him because he reminds her of that prince. So honestly, it's dragging out a little too much at this point. I liked the first 4 volumes quite a bit. I plowed through them quickly. Volume 5 came out. It's like, okay, it's developing now. And now it's like, please just make something happen with these characters already. There's too many incidents at this point where it's like they just won't tell each other how they feel. And even though it's getting kind of obvious that, they have mutual feelings in some instances, it's just dragging on a little too much. It's like, please just stop the contrived stuff. Now it's cute. Like I said, everything's pretty wholesome in here, so it's just very cute stuff in high school. We've got a little festival going on. We've got, again, little contrived situations where it's like there's a rumor that, true love gets found at this festival or whatnot. I think the art's mostly cute. I don't even know how to pronounce her name. Sakisaka is her last name. Ayo? I don't know. Somebody probably can know that in the comments, I'm sure. But yeah, Akari and Yuna here really need to develop their relationships at some point. I don't know. It's getting to the point where it's like, something needs to happen, or I'm gonna have to move on from this story, unfortunately. Yeah, some of these manga drag on a little bit like this. I think that's why romance stories really need to just like come to a conclusion pretty quickly. Usually the best ones end up like 5 or 6 volumes. It gets a little difficult beyond that to maintain the tension and maintain the interest in the characters. So, and like I said, I think the characters are just drifting away from their uniqueness, and they're also just not developing quite enough. So I call this like a 7 out of 10. It was still a fun read. The pacing's fine. You go through it. It's quick. It's a manga. You know what you're expecting genre wise. I just really hope it like ramps up in volume 7. It's got to make a big change and a big move in order to just keep up with what those were when they were the original volumes. All right, hit that like and subscribe button. We will see you soon.